A month and a half into the CPS case, my lawyer pulled us to the side. He said, this Judge Fairley, he's being very uncooperative with me. He's not listening to anything I have to say about you guys. He's letting all this hearsay go in that had no evidence or proof behind it. He was listening to all of the suggestions that CPS was asking him. But we were like, Judge, this was illegally done in the first place. They took her children away illegally in the first place. Why are you letting this case go on? And we told him he was being biased. And I told my lawyer, I said, this is not fair. We have to do something about this. So he's like, we can request to throw him off the case, but it's going to piss him off. And he might not. And then if he doesn't, it's going to piss him off even more. And I don't know how that'll go. I said, you know what? Let's take my chances. Let's do it. So we drew up the paperwork and we handed it to the judge when we got in that next morning. And we said, we want you to throw yourself off the case. We think you're being biased, and we think that you're letting hearsay in. And, you know, we just showed him the papers that we discussed. And he said, I don't believe I'm being biased. I think I'm being completely fair. And I'm not throwing myself off the case. Me, David, and my lawyer were like, oh my God, we just fucked up. He's going to be mad at us now because we're accusing him of being biased. And this is going to go horrible. This is not going to go well.
I'm just really sad. You know, it's like 9 o'clock in the morning. It's a Friday. It's nice outside. I want to go to the beach and just get my mind off my kids not being here. It's June 14th. I don't have court for another week or two. Trying everything in my power to make myself happy again. We have baby chicks hatching in our incubator, which is really cute, but kids aren't here to experience it. I've been very quiet this morning and just keeping to myself, and just sitting in my room watching the news, drinking coffee. We FaceTimed yesterday morning with me, Jace, David, and Ensley. And, you know, Jace was telling me how he went to camp and, you know, he got into a fight and he tripped over. Jace was running, tripped over his shoe, and fell into this kid. And that kid ended up punching my son like 5 times in the back and punching his head. Later on, the CPS worker messages me and she tells me, your mom is trying to have Jace admitted in a hospital. I've called the CPS worker. I told her I don't agree. I called the doctor. I told him I don't agree. I said, please talk to me so I can tell you the truth about my son. He's on his best behavior here. My mom has done this all my life to my brother and sister. They've been in and out of group homes all their life, in mental institutions, and on meds, off meds, like adjusting them all the time. And now it's happening to my son. I can't wrap my head around it. She won't let me talk to him. After the FaceTime conversation, she took the phone away. She blocked my number on his iPhone. I'm doing everything in my power, though, to get my kids back. Best believe. I have parenting classes scheduled. David has 2 more anger management sessions, and he's done. We did our substance assessment. I mean, now we just really got to wait for our court date, which is today's June 14th. We got to wait till June 25th. So we're sitting here trying to make myself happy. But everything I do, it's like my kids aren't there. I need to be home. Nathan won't let me talk to Kaiser anymore. And it was FaceTime conversations, and now he completely cut me off. Everyone's cutting me off. I didn't do nothing wrong to this. I just want to be happy.
No, there was all these articles coming out all at the same time. Every single day was something different. We literally told the judge, we want to make all this private. We do not want this out in the media. He literally told everyone in the courtroom, if this comes out in the media, what happens in this courtroom, I will make sure you will be held liable for it. Well, no one gave a fuck still. Everyone just kept making articles and selling stories and posting things. Some of the stuff they were saying is, David's gonna miss Father's Day. Jenelle failed to protect her children. I failed to protect my children, but you don't have a reason why. What did I do not to protect them? Marriage counseling and psych evaluations. We never took a psych evaluation, never went to marriage counseling. Jenelle will never regain custody. There's way too many screenshots to show you guys. It would literally be like this whole video full of screenshots of headlines. So I'm not trying to go through all that, but that's why I'm here today, to tell you everyone the truth. A week later, when we get into court, we walk into the courtroom, everyone sits down, and the judge says, I'm signing myself off this case, and you are going to be assigned a new judge. And that's all he said, and he walked out. Our jaws dropped. CPS was pissed. Everyone was like, wait, what? Because a new judge means you have to start all the testimonies all over again. Everything gets thrown out. You start from scratch, from the beginning. So we were very happy for that victory, but they were highly pissed off, so mad. We got assigned a new judge. Her name was Pauline Hankins. She's the best judge to be involved with CPS cases. And she says she doesn't really do CPS cases. She deals with criminal and like civil lawsuits and stuff, but she doesn't really touch on CPS cases, but she took this case anyway. And the first thing she did was call out all the statutes. She said, where's your paperwork that you filed with Jenelle originally? Where's the CPS letters that you notified Jenelle with saying you should call our office or we're going to take your kids away? Where's this? Where's that? She went one by one and made CPS look like idiots. No lie. I'm sorry, Your Honor. We didn't have to do this with the other judge. She looked at him and said, I'm the judge now. So where is it all? I was so happy. I was like, this is going to be fucking epic now.
And David finished anger management. Right, babe?
Right, babe.
How many classes did you do?
6.
And for how long? Like,
Couple weeks.
No, but like when you went in there, how long were the sessions?
An hour.
Cool. And we did parenting this weekend. So we did that for 3 hours. We did our substance assessments. So, getting on track. We're back from court. Can you tell I'm in my court attire? Right, babe?
Yeah, babe. Looking sexy.
I do not feel good. My stomach is just like... I guess from having so much anxiety today.
Yeah.
And now it's gone. But my stomach is still upset and I haven't ate. I ate like 2 bites of a cheeseburger. So maybe I need to eat. It might be why I have a headache. Might be why my headache's causing me to be nauseous.
Probably so.
Oh man. I'm just like so stressed out. There's like, we had a new judge and a new court date today. So it was the first time she heard everything basically all over again, but it went a lot more smooth, I feel like, than our first time.
Yeah.
A lot more smooth.
Yeah.
I feel like the first judge was being biased. I don't feel like she was being biased at all. I feel like she was very blunt.
She was just trying to go through...
She was trying to go through the laws and what should and shouldn't be in the order versus the other judge. He let all this hearsay in that had nothing to do with the allegations that were brought in against us. Yeah, it was a lady judge, and I mean, it was funny because when we talked to the parenting lady counselor, she was saying how she was like, oh God, that judge, oh, I'm scared of her. And I said, no. I said, she's very blunt. And I said, and I've had her for court before, so I know how she goes. And she looks past the bullshit. And she only wants the facts and what really happened.
She looks at the law.
She doesn't want to know a half-assed story. She's like, do you know it or do you don't? Before, the first judge, when my lawyer said objection, the judge would just allow it to go in. And now every time my lawyer said objection, female judge would be like, abstain. I was like, yes, thank God this is going the way it should have went the first time. So other than that, I mean, we had Marissa testify again today, but it did go a lot smoother than the first time. Her story went from last time she testified, it was David pushed down a door with his 2 hands. Now it's David ripped a screen door off of the front door. We never had a screen door.
Then she admitted that we don't have screen doors.
Then a few minutes later, she goes, oh, we don't have screen doors on anything. I'm like, wow. Then she said she acts happy even when it's a candid video that I've presented to the court, numerous different videos. And she claimed that she's been scared and not wanting to live with us for the past 2 years and never wanted to live with us in the first place. But we said, have you ever told this to Jenelle or David? No. Oh, well, you seem very happy for the past 2 years. You didn't tell anybody, not even your mom or your grandmother, that you wanted this? No. And then it comes out, I just want to go to normal school. I just want to go to my old school. So it's like she's doing all this and testifying against us and saying all these bad things just because she wants to go to her old school. Other than that, we have my mom testify again. Oh my God, you guys. I know you guys get angry about my mom and me being mean to her, but let me tell you, I have been through so much shit with this lady, and I have tried to just reconcile things and say I'm sorry or just even squash it and just get along. And every time it goes back to the same thing. She hates everybody I date. She's jealous of the time I spend with my significant other, especially if it's the whole family and she's not involved. Which everything that she's done to me in the past and still doing now, I do not approve of. And she's blocking me from talking to my kids. Ensley and Jace. We're having Ensley pulled and removed from my mom's house, and she's going to be put to David's sister's house, Amber. So that'll be better, and then I'll be able to FaceTime her at least. Jace, my mom gave him his phone back, but blocked my number on Jace's phone that I pay for. So now she's not letting me talk to Jace because she doesn't want me recording the conversation. And I said, well, what do you have to hide? Same thing with Nathan's mom. She is blocking my number.
Truth always comes out.
But again, all these allegations are just against me and David. So when we go to court, it's just about CPS versus David and Jenelle. So that means everything about Nathan, I can't bring up right now. I stayed up till 1 o'clock in the morning last night. You guys should have saw me. I went, first, I was printing out a bunch of stuff for court because my lawyer said, you have a new judge now. I said, okay. He goes, so all the evidence we had from before, it might not be presented today. So I need you to print out everything that you printed out before. And this was like 100 pages of just like family photos, kids photos. I had to buy a flash drive at Walmart and put some videos on a flash drive. You're not allowed to bring your phone into court, so you have to have this all like tangible. Yeah, so I put it all on there for my lawyer. I gave it to him today. He's gonna go over it. We have court again in 2 days on Thursday. Today's Tuesday. So we'll see how it goes.
We got a chicken brooder.
You guys probably have no idea what that is.
It heats up your little baby chicken so they don't get cold. See the little babies in there?
So, besides all that, yeah, court was continued for 2 more days, and now my lawyer said he feels really good about it, and he said that he feels like today went smoother than ever compared to all the other times when we had the previous judge. And oh yeah, Kaiser's teacher came to testify, and you know, she told him, she said, I see David and Jenelle every day, and I see them come drop off the kids, and Kaiser acts normal, and yeah, sometimes they were trying to say, CPS were like, well, he has a lot of outbursts, and she's like, yeah, but a lot of kids in my school do, and it's just growing up. You're just 4 years old trying to learn how to behave. You're not 16 years old slapping people in the face. Like, come on. You're a little kid and pushed another kid out of the way because you wanted water. That's what he did. So, I mean, it's like just learning experiences. I asked the CPS worker when Ensley can go to David's sister's house because I don't want my brother around there. And if you guys haven't seen, my brother posted a really concerning video of Ensley.
Okay? I know you miss Mommy. I know, you're just sitting in a puddle of tears. Boo-boo. Come here. Come here. Come here. Come here. No. What's wrong? I'm trying to give you a hug. Ensley. Ensley. Why is there a big scratch on your back? Why is there a big scratch on your back? There's a big scratch on your back. Ensley. What's wrong? Ensley.
Really sad, and I don't even want to think about it, but we reported that video to CPS and that my daughter's missing me tremendously, and yeah, so we'll see where that goes. I hope they play it in court. Maybe they will. I'll let you guys know an update about Jace. So Jace, obviously all my kids have been cut off from me. I've been talking through his therapist, and his therapist said that he's doing better and that she encourages that me and Jace get back in on one-on-one sessions, therapy sessions. So we're going to go do that, and we're going to start that, and he's going to have it twice a week. So I'll probably see him once a week and do that until the CPS thing is over. Jace's teacher really didn't have anything mean to say either. She was just like, she got on stand and she said, well, Jenelle comes and picks up Jace sometimes. I see her. They're like, is there any concern of yours when they come pick him up? Do David and Jenelle argue? And she's like, no. So, I mean, that was good. And Kaiser's teacher was good. And so, I mean, and my mom was just like, she's like, I'm so scared of David. They're like, why? She's like, I just am. They're like, for how long?
He has a gun.
What did he do? Well, he has a gun. Okay, well, did he ever point it at you? She's like, no. And David's lawyer is like, has he ever touched you in any way? She's like, no. She's like, okay then. Like, my mom was just trying everything to put David under the bus just because she hates him. Literally, she has no evidence of anything. She literally says, if you leave him, all this will be over. If I leave him, all this will be over? Are you fucking kidding me? No. I'm going to deal with a divorce. I'm going to deal with depression, heartbreak. Should I leave him or shouldn't I leave him? Was it the best thing to do? Split my kids up? Split my family up? Like, what are you talking about?
Well, it still wouldn't make a difference.
She doesn't know anything about being in a marriage or keeping a family together. She does not know. And it's really sad. And it's also really sad because the parenting lady that I talked to this weekend, she really, she's just really sympathetic to me, to my situation and what's been going on. And she feels like that my son's just being manipulated and that punching my mom, punching people, getting into fights at camp. And where is he the majority of the time? My mom's house. He's not here.
He doesn't do that stuff at our house.
He doesn't do it here. And today when I went to court, I brought a bunch of pictures of holes in her wall, broken TV, a big big screen TV broken, glass shattered on the floor. I'm just like, I'm so exhausted. My head hurts. And as I was sitting there, I had tears like rolling down my face. I don't know if you heard me sniffing. I was trying not to be loud. And I was trying to tell myself, be quiet. And it's okay. And then a couple times I was about to walk out. Because when Marissa got up on stand, I'm like, what is about to happen right now? Oh my God. I just like, I just can't believe it's happening. No, it's 5 o'clock, wasting my whole day, don't know what to do. What do we do, babe? It's unbelievable. Like, you can tell my eyes are like about to shut. And the middle of my forehead hurts. I haven't ate. I ate a couple of these of cheeseburger.
It says do not hold it longer underneath.
Well, I guess I'm going to get off here. I don't know what else to talk to you guys about because I'm thinking out loud and thinking what I'm really feeling right now. You tell how quiet it is in here? It's just weird because usually I'm like, you guys, let's take a video. Or you hear the kids in the background of my videos or in the background of pictures or whatever. And it's just, they're not here. Bought a new swing like a month ago. They're not here to see it. Had baby chicks hatch. They didn't see it. I'm just really glad that Kaiser's teacher got up there and talked highly of us and knows what really goes on. She's like, I see them every day, you know?
Twice a day.
Marissa just said she didn't like when we cuss. That's it. And they asked her again today, Did you witness David hitting Jenelle? No. Did David ever hit you? No. Has Janelle ever hit you? No. When they asked that, I was like,
Your attorney looked at Nathan's attorney and told him, you're a GD idiot. He said, you are a goddamn idiot. Just like that, right to his face.
and my lawyer, he
around
picked
and
up his
he was
bench
like-
book and he said, do you want to see this? And threw it in his face. I was like, oh shit.
Here's the law if you don't believe me. He was like, I have just a few more questions, Your Honor. And your attorney said, please make it relevant this time.
And then did you hear your lawyer? Because I sneaked up to your lawyer and I was like, and she was like, oh. She wrote that down. And then Marissa said, you just leave your gun on the counter?
There.
And if that happened, I was standing right there. I'm always right there.
I've never left it there and then it went away.
And then they're like, does Jenelle have a gun? Do you know why she has a gun? Because we bought it at the same fucking time, you guys. They were trying to insinuate, does she buy it for protection of David? I bet you that's what they meant.
Oh my God.
They were trying to insinuate that. And I was like, y'all are dumb. That's my advice to you guys. If you're ever going to court for custody, save everything. When I mean everything, I mean document your phone calls. Even if you're like, he's not going to let me talk to my child right now. Well, call so you have documents of it. You got to do that. And record FaceTime conversations. That's why they're mad at me. But what do you got to hide? I don't know. But FaceTime conversations. What else? Keep up with the kids' doctor's appointments. Always make sure you keep up with that. Dentist. Health insurance. Make sure you got that. Just basic stuff. Keep your house clean. And then if something ever comes up, text it. Always have a text message conversation. And if it doesn't work out, this counselor we've been working with, I was like, what if it doesn't work out? What do I do? Because I can't get through to my mom that I want Jace back and that she won't give him to me. And I'm trying to be nice and not take her back to court. And she's like, you know what? You got to set up a business meeting. I'm like, what? She's like, yeah, you got to go set up a business meeting and make it professional as hell. And she said, let me tell you, when you are in front of a person talking face to face, they have more passion for what you're talking about. So you got to go there and you got to make a list. Okay, well, Jace isn't behaving lately. What are we going to do to solve this? Take a piece of paper, take a pen, write down solutions. Cross out the ones that don't work. Cross out the ones you've done already. And so on and so on. So you know what? I might try that after this is all said and done. But I am taking my mom back to court. And my lawyer is ready. And he's a beast. And he knows everything that's going on right now. Like I said, there's a lot you guys don't know. I can go on for days. I'll get it all together eventually with all these videos. I'll talk to you guys later. I'm going to change my clothes, get out of this fancy shit. Bye.